Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we are back with another watch along, this time for Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid. Obviously, in what is pretty much our last pre-season friendly. Now, of course, we do still have the Rayo Vallecano game, which is tomorrow. But that's pretty much going to be the B team, and at that point, it's pretty much pointless. So this is pretty much our last game of pre-season before we go on to play Brighton. Let me go close my door. So as you can see, we got a new. It's definitely not a studio, but a new background, a new location. So like I said, yeah, I've moved into my new house. And we're living life, aren't we? It's not everything's not sorted perfectly yet, so this won't be the best stream in the world, I imagine. But it should be all right. There shouldn't be too many issues. I've tried to get rid of. Well, I've done all I can really to make this the best it can be. But I've been in a bit of a rush trying to sort things. But hopefully it's fine. It looks fine, which is the main thing at the moment. Now, when it comes to lineups, obviously, this is Manchester United. So in goal it is David De Gea. It's a back four of Diego Dalot, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof and Tyrell Malacia, with Scott McTominay and Fred in a midfield double pivot, with Anthony Elanga, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial leading the line for Manchester United. Now for Atletico Madrid, if we go over here and we go to this screen, then we can see it is Jan Oblak in goal. It's Molina, who I believe is their new signing, new right back. Then it's what's his name? Jimenez, Savic, and is it Ronaldo? Then in Kondogbia, Lorente, Lamar, Carrasco, Matheus Cunha, and Angel Correa up top for Atletico Madrid. And to be honest, look, I'm quite looking forward to this game. I think this will be a good game. And I'm just noticing I don't have a drink, which is a bit of a pain because I could do with having a drink. Right, I'm gonna quickly go get myself a drink. I'll be right back. Right, so I'm back. I mean, I think we'll be getting a bit of a reality bite here. I certainly hope not. I mean, realistically, this should be an easy win. I don't mean that to be cocky or anything, but This is Atletico Madrid's second game of pre-season, I believe. And they didn't play their first game long ago at all. So, with that in mind, surely we've got to beat them. But you can't lose to an Atletico Madrid team that have hardly played, surely. So that's my logic going into this. That we can't lose to this Atletico Madrid team simply because they haven't played enough so far to warrant it. If I quickly go over here, and that's gonna work. It does. I mean, it's not a great list, is it? But was this their last friendly? Yeah. So this was their last game. That was 3 days ago. They played their first game of pre-season. Like, how thick can they really be? Whereas obviously, it goes without saying how many we've played. We load it up here. Palace, Melbourne, Liverpool. I feel like a team's missed. Aston Villa, there it is. So, this is our 4th pre-season game. They've played 2. Well, this will be their 2nd. We've just got to win. We've just got to win. It's as simple as that. Hopefully, Eriksen will do wonders when he comes on in the second half. I completely agree. Let's hope he does. I do think we will see Christian Eriksen today. I think we'll also see Lisandro Martinez, as you say, both in the second half. We'll just have to wait and find out if we definitely do or not. Anyway, I hope you guys like the background. This window, bit of a pain because it doesn't have actual curtains; it has blinds. So which still lets some of the light through, which then messes up the lighting out front. It's a bit of a pain, but we have to deal with it the best we can. When it comes to Champions League nights, wow, it'll be great. Oh, that's not good. Finn, that's not good. Annoyingly, it feels like it should be in the middle. Those two. A little bit. Ooh. Oh, a little fun here. Yeah, that looks better, I would say. I'm not sure. I mean, like I say, new surroundings. Not 100% sure how everything will look. As things go along, things will improve. Over there, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of these sub players come on in this game. If you look at the subs bench, Lisandro Martinez will almost certainly come on today. Christian Eriksen as well. Donny van der Beek, what kind of role will he play today? That's something I'm looking forward to seeing as well. And it's kind of just how all of these kind of integrate into the squad. Because will Christian Eriksen play as a winger? Or off one of the flanks? Obviously today Alanga's playing there while Sancho's injured. Where will Donny play? Will Donny go again deep? Or will he go into that number 10 role instead of Bruno? Will Christian Eriksen potentially play in a deeper role instead of Fred or McTominay? On the flip side, I'm excited to see Cristiano Ronaldo playing tomorrow. Yeah, but what I would say is I wouldn't get too excited about that because it is going to be a lot of the BC. I mean, I could pretty much go through the sort of team we'll see tomorrow. So it's going to be Tom Heaton in goal. It will be Wan-Bissaka because he's not travelled today. It will be probably Luke Shaw if he's well. Lisandro Martinez might start that game, but I imagine it will probably be Varane and Bailly. Midfield will be Zidane Iqbal and Charlie Savage. Then the front line will be Ahmad, Ronaldo, someone like maybe an Eriksen or Van der Beek might start in that game. Elanga maybe as well. Sancho if he's fit will most likely start. And obviously, like I said, Ronaldo. So I mean, I'll put it in here. So it will be Heaton, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Varane if he's available. Sure. Savage. Wow. With Elanga. Ahmad. Aldo. Sancho. Let me check if I'm not forgetting anyone. Oh, Hannibal. Probably. Hannibal there. Sancho there. Actually, probably even be Garnacho. I imagine that will be our team tomorrow. Because, this game's in Norway, correct? Yeah, in Oslo, Norway. So, majority of these players won't be back in Manchester today, or for tomorrow. It's 2 o'clock. Theoretically, they could be back, but I don't imagine a lot of them will be. Or if they are back in Manchester, they won't be ready to play another game, at least. So I don't think a lot of the first team from today, which is obviously this team, David De Gea in goal, Anthony... I started to read off the TV until Martial. He's not in defence. Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof and Malacia in a back four, with McTominay and Fred in a double pivot with Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Elanga and Marcus Rashford behind Anthony Martial. For Madrid, it's Oblak, Molina, Jimenez, Savic, Ronaldo, Carrasco, Llorente, Kondogbia, Lamar, Correa and Matthias Cunha. And then this, like I said, this will be the team tomorrow. I have absolutely no doubt about that. But look, we're moments away from kickoff in this game. If you are looking forward to it, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated, as Manchester United are moments away from getting us kicked off. As it looks like we may have swapped sides. Obviously, David De Gea playing against his former club. No one else is doing that today. Go on then. Let's get underway, boys. Anthony Martial and Bruno Fernandes on kickoff, and Martial gets us underway for Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid in this, what will be our last proper game of pre-season, as De Gea puts it into touch already. Not a great start for the Spaniard. Right, there we go. So if you guys want to sync up your game timers with mine, please do. That's the game timer. So when you see Victor Lindelof getting the ball here, driving it out and giving it to Malacia, I will also be seeing that as well. Here is Lindelof into De Gea. Maguire. And it's out for a corner to Athletic, goal kick to United. Sorry, not a corner to Atletico Madrid. Right, there we go. Here we go then. I mean, what does everyone make of this game? I mean, I'm under no illusions that obviously Madrid will be well coached. It will be a tough team to beat. But given that, again, this is their second game of pre-season, I'll be very disappointed if we don't beat them. Like, regardless of how good they are, a lot of these players at least shouldn't be as fit as ours. So, I guess they shouldn't be as well trained and versed in what they're trying to do this season as we are. I mean, the only, I guess, positive for Madrid is this whole team. There's, apart from Molina at right back, there's no new signings, whereas Manchester United are trying a whole new system. As Bruno Fernandes finds Marcus Rashford down this left-hand side. 1v1 with Savic. Cuts inside. Rashford, good save by Jan Oblak. But it's a good start there from Marcus Rashford. And I think so often we've seen Marcus Rashford get into those situations, in those positions, and run into a man. But this time he does beat Savic. And he actually gets a good shot away, which I'm happy to see. While it was straight out of Oblak, and it's a save you expect him to make, he's already testing defenders. And in the end, testing the keeper. Again, I think we've seen a lot recently, in recent seasons, Rashford there tries to try and beat another man, or tries to do another bit of skill. Whereas that time, he just gets the shot away, which is great to see. And it's much better from Marcus Rashford. And it's something more of that I hope we continue to see. 1 minute in, our defence is already asked about. Oh no. I think it will be fine. Look, Atletico Madrid are always going to work hard. They're going to be great pressers. But it's a challenge which I want us to have, because I don't want us to turn up first game of the season against Brighton and then be like, oh shit, what? We haven't experienced this before. As Madrid make a mistake and Anthony Martial's in behind. Martial's in! Skies it. How has he missed? How has he missed? Martial saying he's been tackled. We'll see it again here. No, it's just an awful miss by Anthony Martial. He's got to score there for me. He has to score. Great chance goes begging for Manchester United. Or Black. Crossfield ball to the number 16. Is that the new Molina? Down the line looking for Llorente, but it's going to go too far. And it's out for a goal kick. 5 minutes played. Manchester United 0. Should be 1 up. We should be 1 up. Marcel should score that chance he got. So far, been alright. Been alright. Not great, but okay. Maguire. Crossfield ball looking for Marcus Rashford. Just not enough on it. But Molina will head it out for a throw-in. Fred. Lindelof. Out to Harry Maguire. Tomine. Fred. To Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. To Fred. Looks for the return ball to Bruno. Out for a corner for United. We won't score from the corner. I feel like United should just like knock it out for a goal kick every time we get a corner. There's just no point in us having them. Because we don't do anything with them, ever. It's just disappointing to see another corner go to waste, isn't it? There we go. There's that header go to... There's that corner going to waste. Harry Maguire heads over. Oh no, it's another corner. Fair play. We haven't completely wasted it then. That for a corner. Is that Malacia taking it? It is going to be Terrell Malacia to take this corner from the right hand side. So it's going to be an in-swinger. Ball comes in. Lindelof was jumping out the back stick there actually this time. But again, it's over the bar and it's out for a goal kick. Not a bad ball in, and Lindelof was the one who rised highest, but couldn't find the net. Well, couldn't make a real not established. You couldn't make a proper connection with a header. Malacia keeps it in play. Rashford fighting for it, but Fred does win it, and here is Malacia. Turns well and wins a free kick. Just in Manchester United's half. Foul by Molina. We're seeing far too many replays for my liking. Malacia. Lindelof. Maguire. Go back into Lindelof. Malacia. Lovely ball through, and Anthony Martial's in. Does brilliantly. Martial just can't get on the end of it. Martial, lovely ball played through from Malacia into Martial. Knocked it past the defender, but then the recovering, obviously back three, the recovering left-hand side centre-back just gets there in time before Martial can get the shot away. But it's good play there by Terrell Malacia again. And good from Anthony Martial. Just a bit unlucky there with the defender sweeping him. We'll see this again. Martial flicks it past and just couldn't get the shot away. Jimenez was sat on the floor. Martial, just as he went to shoot, Ronaldo got back really, really well. Here is Maguire. To Dalot. Back to Maguire. Cross to Victor Lindelof. Malacia. Into De Gea. Manchester United just trying to play out from the back here. Harry Maguire gives it into Lindelof. Malacia has made a great run on the underlap, but Lindelof will bring it himself. Lindelof looks for the crossfield ball. Dalot heads it forward. Dalot gets it back into McTominay. Who's down? Alanga's down. Let's hope he's alright, because there's two players down here, Alanga and an Atletico Madrid player. The medical staff are sprinting on. I imagine it's just going to be an impact injury. But let's certainly hope so. Arsenal are 3-0 up in their pre-season friendly. I'm telling you, Arsenal are going to be the real deal this year. They really, really are. Just while we've got a bit of time, I will be doing a Premier League, my Premier League predictions and stuff. I was meant to film that a couple days ago, but I wasn't able to because I got a big spot right there, and look, it's quite bad, and it looked really ugly, so I didn't do it. Essentially, that's essentially why you haven't seen it, because I haven't filmed it, because that was looking very prominent, and it's just it's just ugly. But looks like Alanga and Ronaldo are both up and okay, which is of course great to see. Lindelof. Right, so we're back underway. Then Arsenal now 4-0 up. My God. United's pressing looks really good here, but we give away a free kick. Correa's gone down like a sack of shit. Probably justified, to be fair. Probably justified. And I mean, I was just having a think there. I actually think Atletico Madrid is probably the perfect pre-season game for United. Because, I mean, last season aside, Manchester United have always been quite good against the big clubs. You think about our record, especially under Solskjaer, against the big six. Against Man City, we beat them more times than they beat us, really. Same with Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal. Here it was about even. But the teams we always struggled against and we always let ourselves down in was the likes of Burnley. I remember the year we came second. That year we played. It was Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield United. We lost to Sheffield United and beat them 3-2. And Atletico Madrid have a great chance. We beat. It didn't even go off the pitch. Then we beat Fulham. Was it 2-1 thanks to Paul Pogba screamer and Areola's mistake, dropping it in front of Cavani. We then played. Then in the other game, did we win 1-0 or did we draw 1-0? And that was the game. Obviously, Cavani scored from the halfway line. And then, like I said, we played Sheffield United, which we lost 1 and we beat 1. So, West Brom. That's the other team. We drew 1-0 and we beat them 1-0. That 1-0 was thanks to a penalty, which the other end of the pitch, they should have had a penalty. So we should have lost that game 1-0 theoretically. We struggled against the smaller teams. And what do the smaller teams do? They play they go defensive. They go park the bus and they say, right, you can have the ball, you can do what you want, but we're gonna sit here, we're gonna defend, and you're going to have to try and beat us and break us down. And we always struggled, and we always failed. And that's, again, why you look at the goals we scored against the relegated teams. A screamer from the halfway line. A screamer from the edge of the box. A goalkeeper mistake. A penalty and a bicycle kick. Like, what is that? Why have we not scored any like well-worked goals where we've just scored like a normal goal? Like we might score here with Anthony Martial. Turns inside. Martial shoots. Blocked by the defender. As that for a corner for United. United looking dangerous. Anthony Martial getting involved. And he's looking pretty good, isn't he? Always involved. Always involved. Oh. By the way, you know when I said Sevilla, Arsenal falling up against Sevilla? Yeah, that's 20 minutes in. Oh dear. As Bruno takes this corner. Comes in, headed clear. Malacia. Heads into Bruno. Back to Malacia. Can we get the cross in? We can, but not properly as it's deflected. And here comes Marcos Llorente for Atletico Madrid. The ball is smashed across field. They pick it up here. I'm not sure who this is on the ball, but it's Yannick Carrasco now. Carrasco gives it into Correa. Kondogbia. Out wide to Matthias Cunha. To Molina on the overlap. Ball comes into the box. Carrasco tries to take it down, but Alanga steals it. Diego Dallo into Anthony Alanga, into Scott McTominay. He turns open and turns out and finds Terrell Malacia. Go on, Malacia. 2-1, yeah, we do lose against mid-table teams. They're like our kryptonite. As Rashford pulls it back to Anthony Martial on the edge of the box. Martial with a couple step overs into Malacia. Bruno looks for the gap to find Martial, but it's well intercepted as Bruno wins it back again. Bruno into Marcus Rashford. Cuts inside. Tackled by Daniel Vass, is that? No, it's Llorente. Vass isn't even playing. I'll tell you what, our left-hand side is so dangerous today. Looking very, very good. I'll tell you what. The Dutch invasion. Erik ten Hag has brought beautiful football to Manchester United. What a sight. Connor. Get a life. Right, Lindelof. He's out for a throw-in. Right, are you going to take the throw in, Molina? He does. Finds Lamar. Back to Molina. Lamar again. Good interception by... Oh, crap touch by Alanga. There's a crap ball by Lamar. Alanga read it. But again, it was a crap touch from him. And as the ball goes to De Gea, to Lindelof. Dallo. I'll tell you what, Ten Hag, he just knows, he knows how to get a team playing. I mean, even with shit like McTominay, we're actually playing well. And look, obviously it's pre-season. It's obviously pre-season. But compare this to when we played him in the Champions League. Like, we are a better team now than we were then. And this is pre-season still. So imagine how much better we will get as the season progresses. As Nicholas Latifi finished first in P3, the F1. I don't even know what that means, Connor. Get a life. Honestly, get a life. Go on, Alanga. Can we win it? Throwing bodies at the ball, but Madrid still have it. Into Kondogbia. That just looked like a bad touch. Here's Jimenez looking to bring it out from the back. To Llorente. Molina. Rashford given pressing in. Good defending there. Well, would you say that's defending from Rashford? High up on the pitch. First line of defence is your attack, innit? So, yes, it would be defending. Just battling hard there with Molina. Wins the ball out for a throw, and United can now get hold of the ball if Harry Maguire decided not to header it out for the chat. Connor, I'll say it again. Get a life. Get a life. So it's out for another throw in. The long throw this time from Madrid into the box. Maguire can't head it clear, but Lindelof can. Bruno on the second ball. And here comes Anthony Elanga trying to bring it out from the back. But he's taken down. The free kick to United. Do I need to say it again? Lamar's gone into the box. See? Lamar's on a yellow card. As Lindelof plays it out to Malacia. I do want to see us try get more out of this right-hand side. Everything we do today is coming down this left-hand side. It's becoming a little bit too predictable. And obviously, over the years, this has been Manchester United's big problem. There's a constant reliance on that left-hand side for United. And it's not ideal, to say the very, very least. So if we can start trying to get that ball over to the right-hand side a little bit more, the better. Make us less predictable. Molina. Savage into Oblak. Oblak crossfield ball. McTominay with a poor touch. And here comes United. Here comes Atletico Madrid. McTominay just barges into Lamar. Body checks him. And it's a free kick to Atletico Madrid. Just in the Atletico Madrid half. Only to the ones that is toxic in the first place. Here's Molina. Correa. Lovely ball down the line. Here's Llorente's in. Pulls it across. Great defending by Dallo, but could also say poor. Is it strike? Would you say attacking from Lamar? Just kind of leaves the ball. It's a great ball from Correa. I'm not sure it's meant for Llorente, but he got there. Lamar just misses the ball completely. And it's out for a corner. Carrasco will take it. And it comes. De Gea came for it, but then decided not to. And Llorente strikes. It's in the box. Cunha. He's gone down. McTominay clears. Nothing's been given. United getting away scot-free there somehow. It's a huge opportunity for Madrid. And they really should have scored it. Bruno Fernandes turning. Just takes out whoever that was. I'm not sure who it was, to be fair. It was Carrasco. Poor that from Bruno Fernandes. Really, really poor. Great defending by Lindelof, to be fair. Gets his foot in between the legs of Matthias Cunha to win the ball before McTominay then can clear it. But This is the free kick for Atletico Madrid. Thomas Lemar will be the man to whip the ball in for Madrid. Great ball in, but we deal with the first ball. Malacia clears the second. But they're in here still. Bruno Fernandes gets his body in the way. And it's out for a goal kick, to Manchester United. 25 minutes played. Manchester United 0, Atletico Madrid 0. So far, so good. But I mean, I'm happy that this game is competitive, because you don't learn anything, and you don't improve when you're just smashing teams all the time. You need the game to be competitive, really see the quality of not just United, but the system, the players, and help see who in the end needs replacing. Obviously, we know, particularly in that midfield two of McTominay and Fred, are probably the weak points in this Manchester United team. But I think a lot of people still have their reservations about certain individuals, like, for example, Marcus Rashford, David De Gea, and almost certainly Harry Maguire. Obviously, very, very unliked in the Manchester United, in football, really, at the moment. But I think if you can get Maguire playing at his best, he is a good defender. At very, very least, he's a good defender. And as Fred has been booked, there's Correa. Long ball. Lindelof, deal with it. Get it back to De Gea. He does. Into Fred. He turns off the ball really well. Into McTominay. Back to Harry Maguire. Maguire, can you see Bruno? He can. Cutting lines, and Bruno Fernandes with a poor pass. Just giving away the ball. Atletico Madrid, in the opening 15 or so minutes, I would say United was certainly the better team in this game. But in the latter 15, Madrid certainly coming into this game, and you would have to say they've been the better team. I think you look at the chances that both teams have had. Obviously, the two best chances for United both really came to Anthony Martial. Should have scored at least one of them. They were kind of in the opening 15 minutes. And since what you had, the Llorente chance that obviously went out for a corner in the end. You had the chance resulting from said corner. You had one that looked like it was going to go out for a corner, but in the end didn't. I'm not quite sure who that was. It might have been Lemar. But Madrid certainly having the better of the game in the last 15. United pressing, and Bruno Fernandes wins the ball up high here into Anthony Elanga. He goes down, wants a free kick. He's not going to get it. He's rolling about. Referee has now stopped the play because Elanga is down injured. Also, Scott McTominay's got his collar up. Scott, you're not Eric Cantona. Put that collar down. Put it down. So what actually happened to Elanga here? He's just weak. Just weak on the ball. Llorente does land on him. But it's just weak, really, from Elanga there. Should be stronger on the ball when running with it. Obviously, you hope that comes with kind of experience, with, well, just growing up, I guess, as well. I mean, Elanga, what is he, 19? He's 20. He was 20 in April. So, he's still got a lot of growing to do before he kind of hits his peak. And you hope he does develop that side of his game. Because I think far too frequently we are seeing Alanga just too weak on the ball. Too easily barged off the ball. Which isn't good enough. But anyway, it's a goal kick. Savage takes it from Oblak into to Jimenez. Lovely ball into Molina. Takes it down on his chest. Will go into Kondogbia. United pressing. Savage turns. Martial will still give chase into Oblak. And Atletico Madrid have done really well here. And here is Ronaldo bringing it forward. Looks to play it through to Matthias Cunha. De Gea is out well. And kicks it out for a throw-in. De Gea very proactive there. Flying off his line to come get the ball. I'm not quite sure it was entirely necessary for him to come off the line as quickly as he did there. Is that another foul by Fred? No, it was a good tackle. Look, this final 15 minutes of this first half is going to be huge. It really, really is. I mean, like I said, United had the better of the first. Madrid took over in the second. I'll be interested to see if we can regain kind of momentum and control of this game. I reckon there is a goal in this for us. But the referee's making the game all about him for a second. Look, Tommy, put your collar down, mate. What's actually going? What is going on here? No worries, United Live, mate. How are we? Maguire's received treatment for I think he just bit his lip or something. Prediction. I mean, I haven't even done predictions today. I mean, I know Vagish and NG put some stuff in the chat. But I mean, let me quickly get them up and I'll drop them all in. I mean, I was going to go 2-0 United, personally. Two 0 1. There we go. So the predictions are, so I went 2-0, Vagish went 2-1, NG has also gone 2-0, and you went 2-1 as well. Live. There you go. Do I actually get all of it in? As the ball comes in, oh, good chance! United can't score from it though. Big improvement over 20. Oh, big up yourselves. Big up everyone for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. I mean, I'm just really looking forward to for the season to actually get started, to be honest. Like, pre-season's always nice because you get to have a look at especially when you have a new manager, I suppose. You get to look at how the team is looking to play this season and having a look at some of the new players. But nothing beats a good Premier League season, does it? Nothing can beat that. As Marcus Rashford has it here into Anthony Martial on this left-hand side. Drops it back in to Marcus Rashford down this flank again. Martial's there if Rashford wants to use him, but Savage tackles him and it's out for a throw into United. Here is Anthony Martial into Malacia. Fred's offering himself in the middle, but he goes back into Martial. Martial back to Malacia. Rashford. Marcus Rashford here. Battling to try and keep it, but can't. Out for a goal kick. Why has Rashford got a moustache? He's got a little tash and he's not looking great on him. I know I might not be one to talk, but Rashford is not good at all. And here is Dalot into Martial. Drops it off into McTominay. Into Elanga. Elanga looks to get the cross in. Well blocked. Will it go out for a corner? Yes, it does. Manchester United have a corner here. Tyrone Malacia will take it with that in-swinging corner. Can we actually score a header for once? Does anyone believe we will score a header? I personally don't think we will. I never believe we will score a header. Because it happens so infrequently. But, look. A broken clock's right twice wrong. A broken clock is right twice a day. So we could score one today. Here comes the corner from Tyrell Malacia. Ball comes in. Headed clear. Well, headed up rather than out. But McTominay surely fouls Jan Oblak there. People are now scrapping McTominay. This isn't looking much like a friendly here. McTominay's in a scrap. At least he's doing something. At least McTominay's done something. Well, I really can't stand the fact McTominay he's got his collar up. Like, that's for ballers. If you're a baller, like Messi, Ronaldo, Cantona, have your collar up. Have it popping. Acting all bad man. But I would even allow like a Bruno to do it. Maybe at a push Martial, Sancho. But not McTominay. Not fucking McTominay. But at the same time, he's the only one I could have ever seen doing it. Because he thinks he's that guy. He thinks he's that guy, but he's not. What's Ronaldo saying? The media made up the news that he was leaving. Well, they clearly haven't, have they? Clearly, the media haven't made it up. It's basically what's happened with Ronaldo is Ronaldo wanted to leave, which fair enough if he wanted to leave. Like, I don't blame him particularly. I mean, good riddance. I don't think I wouldn't have had him here if I would be trying to sell him as well. If I was United, but he thought he was some big dog still. But right, if I make myself available, the world is going to be after me. Then he found out everyone in world football sees past this facade of Cristiano Ronaldo now. He's not as good as he once was. He's not worth the hassle he brings. The last two clubs he's gone to, things have got worse. Juventus, when he joined, they went on a steady decline. Whereas now they've gone 2 seasons without a Serie A title. What was it, like 9 years before he joined? Well, probably 7 years when he joined. 9, obviously in his first 2 years. Obviously United had one of our worst seasons ever. So I'm not surprised no one wants him. And now he can't sit there and say, yeah, I wanted to leave, but no one came in for me. Because that's embarrassing on him more than anyone. So it's, I never wanted to leave. The fact that, like, all these, like, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, all people, like, well, the Bayern Munich owner came out and said, we don't want him. It says a lot, doesn't it? Because if there was absolutely nothing about it, it would be like, I don't know where all these rumours have come from. But clearly, George Mendes has been offering him out. Just no one's wanted him. And like I said, I don't blame anyone. We're stuck with him. Rashford goes for goal. It's a shit shot from Rashford, really. That is not testing any goalkeeper over the age of 12. Like, it's like he's passed it into his hands. Really, really poor shot, really. Lindelof, Malacia. What is that? Pass from Rashford back to Malacia. It's with De Gea now. Maguire's offered himself well. It's Dalot. Dalot goes down. Free kick United. Going back to the 15 minutes of the free 15-minute thing. First 15, United were the better team. Second 15, Atletico Madrid were better. And I would say third 15, United have edged it. I have to say, I think United have edged this 15. Elanga moves into Martial. McTominay to Bruno. Out to Marcus Rashford. Rashford, don't shoot. Lovely ball into Elanga. Elanga shoots. Elanga doesn't score. What a chance there for Manchester United, and Elanga should score. Elanga, that's how you spell Elanga. Maguire. Elanga. Elanga's just not good enough, really, is he? I like Elanga. Like, he's an honest player. He does his best. But at the end of the day, he's just not good enough. As Martial does really well here. Finds Bruno. Back to Martial. That's not great from Martial. But he wins it back here. I don't know why Martial didn't just go out wide to Malacia there. It really confused me why he hasn't. Dalot into Elanga. Dallo. Looks for Bruno. Bruno apparently has fouled him. Obviously, the championship has started, hasn't it, as well? Obviously, Burnley winning their first game of the championship yesterday. 1-0 against... Who did they play? I can't even think who they played. Huddersfield. 1-0. And they actually dominated that game, didn't they? 70% of the possession. I think that's a good sign for Burnley, because obviously Huddersfield, they made the playoffs last year. And Madrid come up through here. Maguire does well out for a goal kick. But yeah, Huddersfield playoff losers last year, and were absolutely dominated by Burnley today. Or yesterday. Which suggests Burnley will be back in the Premier League soon. Which, is that a good thing for the Premier League? I'll let you guys decide that one, but it's always exciting to see Burnley in the Premier League. All the chaos they bring. As Maguire and Lindelof bring it out from the back here from United. Maguire. Into Malacia. Gives it into Lindelof. Half time's got to be soon. Elanga. Into Malacia. Bruno. Bruno does really well there. Finds Harry Maguire. Dallo. Back to Maguire. McTominay. Crap pass out to Dallo, but Dallo does get there before it goes out for a throw in. Fred looks for Rashford. Oblak's off his line well. Claims NGC 2-1 Atletico. He did. Oh, did he? Oh, 2-1. Sorry, yeah. You are right. I wrote 2-0. There we go. That's sorted. And on that bombshell, it's half time. And it is 0-0 still. And in the game, McTominay's now put his collar down, by the way. I know this was a burning issue in that first half. Half time, 0-0 in a game which I think I'm fairly content with. I'm content with that. While, of course, we want to be 1-0 up. We want to be 2-0 up. In general, I don't think we were that bad. Look, I mean, I came into this game wanting a challenge, I didn't want to just walk over them. I wanted it to be a good game, and I think it has been a good game. I think if look, while it's not the end result, yeah, it's not. This isn't where we want to. Come the end of the season, we're going to be much better than where we are, and that has to be the goal, obviously, to get better and better each week. But I think if we play like we have today against most teams in the Premier League, I would say we'll do all right. Elanga doesn't seem ready to be in the first team. Yeah, I mean, with Elanga, I feel he was just kind of rushed in, wasn't he? Like, look, I say this a lot, but last pre-season, I was a big fan of Elanga. I thought he looked great, and I wanted to see him more wanted to see him play last season, and obviously he did play a lot, but he played too much last season. He should never have been a first team footballer last season. But the issue is, while he wasn't good enough, he was still better and still offered more than Marcus Rashford did. So he had to play. And now it's one of those things where he's now considered a first team footballer. And as such, we won't loan him out. We won't look to loan him. And no clubs will probably come in for it. Will be massively interested in loaning him because A, he's not great, and B, he's considered a first team player for United. And it's not as if he became that because of injuries. It's because we decided to play him over Rashford. But you look at Liverpool, Nat Phillips became a first teamer for Liverpool, but because he was kind of a first teamer because he had to be, he was never considered a first team starter, whereas Alanga is. So I think next season, you might be able to find him alone. But I don't think this year you will. I would have preferred Ahmad. I love Ahmad. I think Ahmad is really, really good. And I'm hoping we see Ahmad a lot more. But in truth, do I think we will see loads of Ahmad? I don't really. Even just looking at today, where is Ahmad today? Is he on the bench? Ahmad's not even on the bench today, so I don't think we'll see a lot of Ahmad this season. I would not be surprised if he went out on a loan. But look, these are the stats for this first half. Not too bad. It's not too bad from United. 7 shots compared to 3. 3 on target to 0. Of course, one of the shots that won on target was Anthony Martial's, which he definitely should have scored. 61% possession. 86 pass accuracy. We're playing well. We're playing well. Just now about turning those chances and that ball possession into chances and into goals. Bring on Eriksen for Bruno. He's been shit so far. I would certainly bring on Eriksen. I would bring on Martinez. And potentially Donny van de Beek as well. We go over to this screen. I think you bring off Lindelof for Martinez. Martinez at centre back next to Maguire. I actually wouldn't even take Bruno off. Langer off, Eriksen. Like that. Van de Beek. That's what I would do. And see how that works out. And, of course, they can rotate. Eriksen and Martinez and Bruno can rotate between each other. Marcus Rashford could potentially do that as well. Obviously, Martial can as well. I think that works as a team for the second half. You're getting a lot more creative plays in, plays that will be better in the midfield. I don't think McTominay offers anything really in midfield. You bring on a Donny van de Beek, who is a bit more creative, a lot better on the ball, will help to dominate the ball and dominate the game for United, alongside Fred, who's had a very, very good first half. And I think we can see United go up a level. But the clear issue with this United squad for today's game is the fact that we are playing a friendly tomorrow means a lot of the backup players just aren't here. Obviously, we know Sancho's is ill, as is Shaw. But, for example, Ahmad's not here because he's going to be playing tomorrow at Old Trafford. Ronaldo's not here because he couldn't be bothered to turn up this pre-season. Who else? I can't even think who else isn't here. Atletico would be a decent first match to see whether Martinez is too short to be a centre back. He's not well. I think in general, yeah. I guess you're right, but I mean, we already know the answer to that question. Like, it's a stupid question. Of course, he's not too small. Like, he's like the same height as Fabio Cannavaro. And if anyone says Fabio Cannavaro was too short to be centre back, they would be called absolutely mental because he's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's the only. He's like, what is he like? The only defenders to ever won a Ballon d'Or. And yet, I'm meant to believe he's too small. Give it a rest. That's what I say. Give it a rest. But look, I'm quickly going to go refill my glass of water because I'm empty. But please do get involved in the live chat. And I'll come back and I'll go through all that when I'm back. And we can talk more about that first half and what we want to see in the second. So I will be right back. Right, I'm just back in time for the second half. Do we have any changes at half time? Looks like no. It's a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen some changes at half time. Really bring this game to life. Right, away we go for the second half of this pre-season game. Alanga. Bruno Fernandes. Can he find the ball into Anthony Alanga? He can. McTominay lifting up his corner like Cantona. I've literally tweeted the same thing. I've tweeted it twice. I tweeted. What did I tweet? The fact McTominay's also trending probably suggests a lot of people have also tweeted about it. But what is going on, man? Twitter, sort yourself out. I'm just trying to find my funny tweets. Because I am hilarious. As we all can agree, I'm sure. So I tweeted, who told McTominay he's Cantona? And if it wasn't for the turned up collar and the brawls, I wouldn't know if McTominay is on the pitch. Hilarious, I know. Here comes Atletico Madrid. Matthias Cunha. Lovely ball. De Gea's off his line well. He collects. Good goalkeeping that from David De Gea. Proactive. I like it. And here comes Bruno Fernandes. Rashford back to Bruno. Alanga. Alanga lets it run. We can't get to it. Llorente. Ronaldo. Good defending by Dallo. Just passes it into no man. Fred needs to be careful. Fred is on a yellow card, isn't he? Tell you what, Diego Simeone does not look great in his like what his polo looks like 2 sizes too big. Can someone tell McTominay, as a central midfielder, you want to spend more time on your feet than sliding around? All McTominay seems to do is slide tackle, slide tackle, slide tackle. It's so annoying. Like I've played in central midfield before, and I get sometimes, but you do have to slide in, but usually you slide when it's kind of like a last resort because you want to stay on your feet, be an option, always be open to getting the ball or doing the next thing. When you're sliding in, unless that ball's going to go out of touch or go to one of your players, sliding in is never the right option. Unless, obviously, it's your last man, you slide in and you have to try and get something to stop him scoring a certain goal. Like, sliding in is like one of the worst options you should really be doing because then you have to recover yourself. But McTominay, he just slides every single time. And most of the time, the ball isn't going out. He doesn't have to slide. He just does it because it makes him, I don't know, does it make him feel important? Does he think, oh, if I side tackle, everyone's going to think I'm great? No, because you're not doing anything. A lot of the time, we don't regain the ball particularly well. You're then not on the ground, up on the deck to, I don't know, chase the next ball, try and make a tackle or whatever. It's just pointless. Like, I'm seeing McTominay from like 2 yards away, slide tackling. Just stand him up and tackle him. You're like 3 times the size of some of these players, and you're deciding to go to the floor every time. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Here's great play from Alanga though. It's a crap ball looking for Rashford. As it's out for a throw into United. A lot of the subs, well, pretty much the whole of the subs bench getting up. Not good to see. This is great defending, by the way, from Maguire. Fantastic from Maguire. Lindelof is beaten far too easily. Maguire's left isolated and 1v1. He deals with it brilliantly. I think Maguire's another player who's quietly having a good game today. And I think he's in for a big season under Eric Ten Hag. He really, really is. It could be make or break for him. And I hope it's a make. Because I do think Maguire, in there is a good defender. We've just got to find it. As Fred finds a lovely ball to Martial, who's moved out to this left-hand side now. Obviously, Marcus Rashford's gone up top. I don't know if this is just for the moment or if it's because obviously they expect Cristiano Ronaldo to come back into this team. And as such, he'll probably start. And if that is the case, then maybe they want to try Martial out on the wing as Harry Maguire gets booked. Poor defending from Maguire there. Yeah. Textbook professional foul, really. Just jumps on the man, really, and brings him down. Right decision. Here is Molina. Poor pass and Alanga. Just pass it off, man. Alanga, come on. Alanga screams Rashford. Just not good enough on the ball, really. His decision making is terrible. Why is Rashford down? Why is Marcus Rashford down? Oh, team news for the opening day for the championship fixtures are out. What's wrong, Marcus? Marcus, what is wrong? You went for the ball with Molina. Just been kicked. Get up. Get up. Maguire. That. Fred. Lindelof. Maguire. No. No, we're going to go to Maguire. We are. Maguire. Lovely ball into Fred. Malacia has been quiet this second half, I have to say. He's done well here. The curse of the commentator in a good sense for once. I say he's been quiet and then does quite well. And here is Maguire. Back into Lindelof. Back to Maguire. Langer. Lindelof. And get the ball up wide. Malacia. Rashford. Into Martial. Martial was wanting the return to Rashford. He just never made the run. Martial goes down. Looks hurt. But we play the advantage. Bruno into Alanga. Alanga. Can he pull it back? No. Malacia. It's up. Put up for a throw in. Martial is still down. We'll see the replay here. What's going on? He's hardly been kicked, has he? Oh, here comes the changes for Madrid. Fucking hell. Is it all 10 outfield players? Right, he's back up, Martial. He's fine. Bit of a concern because he didn't look like he was actually hit that badly. And he went down while he was on the attack. So I assume he must have actually been in some pain. And if he is, from what the injury looked like and the impact looked like, very, very concerning. Because that shouldn't have caused as much kind of injury and pain as it appeared to, or at least he was putting on. But look, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends, with your family, with your dog, your cat, whoever. Stick it on your Facebook, your Twitter, and help us grow this community. That would be greatly appreciated as we get ever closer to the opening day of the Premier League, which is, of course, Brighton next weekend. Bruno Fernandes, surely that's a free kick. It is going to be a free kick. Bruno Fernandes just fouled by Rodrigo de Paul. I do quite like Rodrigo de Paul as well. I think he's a good player. I would take him at United and put him in a midfield with Fred. Happily. Will that free kick count? Or no? We tried to take a quick one. The referee says no. And we're gonna get the chance to retake it. This time, can we do it properly? Bruno Fernandes says, no, we want a new ball. And we get a new ball. Bruno gets what Bruno wants, I guess. Come on, then. Bruno, put a good ball in. Goes for goal! And Oblak does save that. But cheeky from Bruno Fernandes that Oblak was ready to come claim the corner. So, well, the cross in. And as such, Bruno just went, fuck it, let's go for goal. Is Mitchell playing as part of the back three for Madrid? It looks like he is. Good ball down the line. But Morata is offside. Fred. Bruno into McTominay. Out to Marcus Rashford. Rashford crossfield ball to Elanga. Lovely ball as well at that. Elanga. Just a poor pass into Dalot. He just isn't good enough. Like, the long and short of it for Elanga, at the moment at least, he's just not good enough. But we're seeing improvements in Marcus Rashford. Obviously Martial from his last campaign or two. But Elanga, he's just not at it. He's just not good enough at the moment. And unfortunately, while he's in the team, United will always have issues. Ball played down the line. Looking for Morata. Brilliant defending, though, from Harry Maguire. He would have been offside anyway, but it's great defending from Maguire. Again, as well. It's not the first time Maguire's done a great bit of defending. He's been really impressive today. I think they're just a little bit too far out for Bruno from that free kick. When are we going to see some subs? When are we going to see Eriksen and Martinez? Or are we not going to see him today? Maguire, crossfield ball. Nice takedown by Rashford into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Looks for Rashford. Wasn't really on though. And here comes Atletico Madrid. Diego Dalot across really well. Fouls. Griezmann with a lovely spin. And Rodrigo de Paul with a lovely ball out wide. To Saul Niguez. Tackled by Elanga, who gives it into Maguire, who finds Dalot. United can play out from the back. That was great play there from both sides. And here comes Terrell Malacia. into Anthony Martial. Loses the ball. Griezmann goes in the middle. McTominay wins it. Fred has it now. Into is that Rashford? Bruno. Bruno out wide to Alanga. Good defending and cleared by Madrid to the edge of the box. Rodrigo de Paul. Out wide to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann with a delightful ball into the middle of the park. Here's Koke. Slowing the game down and keeps it moving. Paul. Griezmann. João Felix. I clear it down. Martial takes it down really well there. But that wasn't Martial, because Martial just laid it off to Bruno, who finds Diego Dallo down this right hand side. Chips the cross in, looking for Rashford at the back post. Was never really going to find him with that type of cross, especially up against Witsel. And now Atletico Madrid will look to hit us on the counter attack. Or maybe they won't. I say play it out the back quite nicely there through Axel Witsel into the right back. I'm not sure who's actually playing at right back today for them. Is it Vass now? Must be Vass. As João Felix is fouled by McTominay. McTominay has clearly, someone clearly told McTominay, your collar looks shit up. And now he's gone for the half and half, which looks even more shit. Eriksen's coming on. Here he comes. Christian Eriksen is going to come on for his debut the next time the ball goes out of play, which hopefully won't be now with it going into our net. As Madrid have it. Daniel Vass gets it out wide. Crossfield ball. Looking for João Felix. Here he is. Pulls it right across goal. I think it's Scott McTominay in the end, is it? No. Sal Niguez. He just fires it over. Wide and over. That's so poor from Saul. And are we going to see the change that we want to see? We are Martial. Martial off, Eriksen on. Donny van der Beek on. McTominay off. So, looks like Bruno's gone up top. Eriksen in at number 10. And Van der Beek on in there. Oh no, Marcus Rashford's gone up top. Bruno's moved up to the left. There we go. Eriksen can't get it out wide. And it looks like it might actually be a 4-3-3. That's what it's looking like right now. You can see Eriksen and Van der Beek certainly playing a lot higher than Fred is. I'm really surprised Martial came off. I really can't think of a reason. Martial's played well. I mean, I don't think Elanga has. I mean, do you guys have any ideas? I'm lost. I'm lost as to why Ten Hag's done that. There's Eriksen plays a lovely ball into Terrell Malacia. There is Eriksen again. Lovely ball into the box. Elanga and Rashford both attacking it. Neither of them can get their head to it. But we're already starting to see the class of Christian Eriksen. Here comes João Felix for Atletico Madrid. Looks to find Antoine Griezmann. Good defending from Maguire again. And Arsenal are 5-0 up. Arsenal are 5-0 up in their pre-season game against Sevilla. I'm telling you, Arsenal are the real deal this year. What team is it? Oh, that's not a good look, is it? Thomas Partey played today. And are Arsenal using a back three or a back five? Here comes United. Is it Malacia? Taking too much time. Shoots over the bar. Pre-season means everything, bro. Arsenal, Man City. I think Arsenal are very good. I have to say, I am surprised to see Thomas Partey playing. Given everything that's come out recently, I am surprised to see Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka playing. Not Granit Xhaka, but just them two as a combo. That has really shook me. Why is Thomas Partey playing? What? I'm so baffed. Ball comes into the box. Maguire! How has he not scored? How has Maguire not scored? What a ball in from Eriksen. Harry, how can you not score? How can you not score that? And Palestri's now coming on for Elanga, and that's a change that has needed to happen for a while now, and it has now. Bruno, Eriksen. Maguire. Lindelof. Malacia. Maguire. Lindelof. Eriksen. Fred. Goes into Victor Lindelof. And with 14 minutes left of this game, the scores are still 0-0. Although Christian Eriksen does look like he's making things happen. And if a goal does come, it might be because of one of his deliveries. And here is Palestri. Moves it up to Diogo Dalot. Eriksen. Malacia. What is that tuck from Malacia? But Eriksen showing very two-footed. Eriksen. Lindelof. Malacia out wide. Training. Lovely. Well, isn't that swell? Isn't that swell? But I mean, what have people actually made of this game? Because look, we wanted a challenge coming to this game, and I think we've certainly got that. I think Madrid have looked good. I think they're the type of team we wanted to play. A team that will sit deep, will play more defensive, and a team we have to try and break down. And I think largely we've done an okay job at that. Not enough. Obviously, that shows in the scoreline. But look, we've dominated the ball. We've had chances. Martial should have scored, but that did come from an Atletico Madrid mistake rather than United breaking them down. But Christian Eriksen, my God, he's come on, and has played very, very well so far. And the ball, some of the passes he's playing, they're just fantastic. And it's a shame that he's only come in now, because we could have done with him pre-season, because he's going to make himself a first-team footballer for Manchester United so easily. He's going to be a starter like that. Honestly, he will be. There's Saul. Okay. Ronaldo. Oblak. Witsel. I'm still baffled by Witsel playing centre back. Well. Ball down the line. Out for a throw into United. 10 minutes to go. Can Manchester United find this winning goal? I don't really see it happening. I don't think. Now we've taken Martial off, I'm not a huge fan of our chances. Marcus Rashford playing as a number 9 just isn't it, and I'm not quite sure if Palestri really has that goal threat. I think this game finishes 0-0. I don't see Atletico Madrid scoring for certain. The Paul goes into Witsel. Witsel crossfield ball. It's a poor one. Out for a throw in to United. Dalot goes back into Lindelof. Back into De Gea. Lindelof. Bringing the ball forward. Into Bruno Fernandes. Gives it back into Lindelof. United. I just don't. I don't think we're the same. Well, look, we've been better in the midfield since Eriksen and Van der Beek come on, but losing Martial up top, I just don't think we look as fluid. I feel like we've lost something since Martial's come off, and Arsenal have made it 6. Go on, Rashford. Rashford. Why? Palestri! How have we not scored? Why has Rashford done all that? What has Rashford done there? What a chance for Marcus Rashford. Lovely ball down the line. Up against Witsel. Cuts inside. Cuts out again and then shoots. What is he doing? What are you doing? Why? And Arsenal have won 6-0. Look, it's only pre-season, of course, but my God. I'm actually really concerned for Arsenal. From a Manchester United fan, I'm concerned what Arsenal can do next season. I think teams are sleeping on them way too much. Way too much. I really do. I think Arsenal are better than Spurs. I'll say that. I'll say that now. I really do. How are Spurs getting on this pre-season? They played today. Interesting. They drew 1-1 with Sevilla. In this pre-season with a lot of their first team. Yet Arsenal just blew them away. So what I'm basically saying is Arsenal are better. And it looks like a more of a first team squad for Sevilla today than it did for when they played against what's his name? Who is this guy? Sergio Diaz. For Madrid. He looks like a nothing player. I don't imagine we'll hear much of him. Eriksen. Moves it into Fred. Back to Christian Eriksen. Looks to play through to Rashford, but can't. Joao Felix up against Diego Dalot. Joao Felix cuts in, shoots and scores. And there we go. Madrid is going to win. For fuck's sake. It was all going so well. One 0 Atletico Madrid. He cuts inside, shoots, bottom corner. De Gea can't see it. Goes through, really Dalot, and we're gonna lose now in a game which we have been the better team. And that's kind of the issue. It's about putting these chances away, and we didn't do that, and we haven't done that. And they're going to beat us. We're going to lose our first game in pre-season. Ten Hag's not happy on the side bench there. For fuck's sake. Why, oh why, oh why. Why do we do this to ourselves? Joao Felix, great there. But look, I mean, what I will say is you can see the strength and depth at Atletico Madrid and why we need to develop this. Atletico Madrid started with an attack. Quick second there. I would love it to be that, Google, if you actually want to like talk to somebody and make that the actual score, brilliant. But you look at the Madrid team: Correa, Cunha, Carrasco as like a forward three. Then on their bench, Joao Felix, Griezmann, Morata. Like, that is brilliant depth. Like, take the piss out of Morata all you want. Fantastic depth. No doubt about that. You look at Manchester United. Martial, Rashford, Elanga. You look at our bench. Palestri. You've got Ahmad. Like, yes, obviously Sancho and Ronaldo come into this. But we're still missing. Still missing somebody. And I don't think United make that signing. Get that deal done. I do think we'll get Eriksen, as Fred might get sent off here. So Fred was battling with Morata, absolutely kicks him, stands on him. Fred might be sent off here. He really, really might. Is Fred already on a booking? He might be. The yellow card's certainly out. I think Fred's already on a yellow. I think Fred's going off. He walks away. And Fred sees a second yellow. And he has been sent off. Fred is off. It's all gone to shit. Fred's been sent off. United down to 10. I'm not going to sing it. But Fred, the Red, And by the looks of it, Palestri's off and James Garner's on. And we're kind of going... I don't have a diamond. We've basically gone for the diamond. I copy that. So forward, we got him in there. Got Ericsson there. Bruno and Rashford there. We'll bring the three midfielders up. He's been sent off. That's what we see. And yeah, we are officially in the mud. Not what we wanted, how we wanted this tour to end, is it really? Obviously, we do have Rayo Vallecano tomorrow. So let's all hold our horses. We won't lose. We won't end the tour on a defeat. What a throw by Dallo, by the way. Into Donny van der Beek. It looks to get the cross in. Great defending by Madrid. Do Madrid know this is a friendly, by the way? Like, they're playing like this is a Champions League game. Dallo throws the ball into the box. Cleared. And there we go. That's full time. João Felix's goal is the difference as United lose our first game of this pre-season to Atletico Madrid by 1-0. Of course, Fred did get that red card in the 90th minute, although that didn't really have much impact on the game. A defeat is not ideal for certain and for sure, but we move on. We move on. More to come from this Manchester United team for certain. It's a disappointing way to leave this game because we were definitely the better team and should have won. But I'm willing to live in peaceful ignorance, knowing that Google says we won. So that's how we're going to end this stream today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Share the channel with your friends, your family. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Next time, over the next week, my Premier League preview for the season will be out, and of course, we'll have a watch along and a match preview for the Brighton versus Manchester United game this weekend. Or I guess next weekend, technically. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit.